The year 2018. This was a very long, challenging, and painful year of my life, but also at the same time, it changed my life. So, in 2018, I was doing my second year at the University of Johannesburg, and it was a typical day for me, the 21st of March. I woke up in the morning, I refreshed, washed my face, brushed my teeth, and had my breakfast. I had Movite because it used to be my favorite back then. Little did I know that this was the beginning of 9 months of pain. So I sat on my bed, I had my Movite, and simultaneously I was also preparing for my tutorial that I was having at around 11 a.m. So after a few spoons of this Movite, I started experiencing a very sharp pain in my stomach, my abdomen, and it was unbearable. So I started vomiting. I went to the bathroom and I vomited. And my roommate woke up and was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I hope so." But it just got even more painful. The pain just kept on getting stronger and stronger. And my roommate managed to call my mom, and I was taken to Hillbrow Hospital in Joburg. And when I got there, the first thing that they did was to test pregnancy, and the results came back negative. So they put me on a drip, and it kind of eased the pain and gave me a bunch of medication that did not help. I went back to rest, and I think just a few hours after arriving later in the evening, the pain came back even stronger, and now it was even more unbearable. And I remember my floor mates and my friends at rest trying all they can, some praying surrounding my bed, and I'm just there and I'm crying so loud, it's so painful. And some are praying and we are waiting for an ambulance again. So this time around I was taken to Charlotte Maxeke Hospital, and my mom also came again at around 2 a.m. and then she found me there sleeping on the benches because they could not admit me just yet. So they ran some tests, took some blood, put me on a drip, and I was able to sleep. So in the morning, I think it was around 7 a.m., um, the doctor called my name, and I was diagnosed with gastric ulcers, and they gave me medication for that. And I was told to go to the pharmacy, and the pharmacy, I don't remember what time the pharmacy opens, but yeah, we had to wait at the hospital, and the pain came back because now the drip was out of my system, so the pain came back. And I remember just rolling on the floor, literally rolling on the floor, not knowing what to do, squeezing my stomach, and it was just so painful. And we went back home, and from there I could not attend 90% of the classes. I only went to campus when I was submitting, and because I didn't have a laptop back then, so I had to go to campus to also type out my assignments and also for tests and exams. So everything else I was doing it at home, because I can say that I would get sick every Friday or every 4 days. Let me say every Friday, the whole weekend I'm sick, and then Monday I'm getting better, and then Friday again, there we go again. And I was always at campus health, being injected. I was just given something to ease the pain, not to necessarily kind of like cure whatever is wrong with me. And I remember there was a time when I went to campus health and they took me to Helen Joseph Hospital. And at Helen Joseph, they did some x-rays and they did not see anything. Nothing. I went to Sebokeng Hospital, same thing. Nothing. I went to Levi Bata, same thing. Nothing. They could not see anything. And then, we are Africans. Some of the family members started suggesting that maybe we should go traditional with the whole thing and go see a traditional healer. And we went to see this other doctor. Apparently, he's a Western doctor and also an African doctor at the same time. And he gave me something that eased the pain for the time being, but it just kept on coming back. And until I went to this very lovely old lady, and I spent, I think, a period of 3 months at her house, and she was just trying to figure out until she figured out ukuthi, hey, ngijisitswe, ngidlisiwe, yabo. And it was someone that I was staying with, Eres, oh, someone very close. So I can say that's when the healing started. But this is the most important part of the testimony. I think days before I can say, you know what, now I feel healed. Now it's been 4 days, there's no pain. I was sleeping. And then I was home by then, and then I was sleeping there. And as I was sleeping, I can't really say I had a dream or a vision, but I was in a very bright place, like in the clouds. I was like in the clouds. If you've been on an airplane, you know how it is up there. I felt like I was there. It was so peaceful. It was so beautiful, and I heard a voice telling me that it's not time yet. You have to go back. And I went back, and from there, when I had that vision or a dream, I've been healed from then. I never experienced that pain ever again. And I can say that this is me testifying that I saw God's hand in my life there, because I was at a point whereby I had accepted that if death is the only way I'm going to stop feeling this pain, then so be it. I was at that point, then so be it. But when I was ready for death, and I had accepted that I am dying, God said no. And here I am today, 7 years later, I'm still here. So this is just me saying these things happen, and this is not an easy testimony to share, because a lot of people don't believe. They think we are crazy and all of that, but this is my testimony, and it happened. I remember it so vividly that even after 7 years of having this vision, I can still see it in my waking moment. As awake as I am now, I can still see it. I saw it, and I know what I saw, So I really thank God for, giving me life. And I believe that Jesus saying that I have to go back is for a greater purpose. God is alive. God is real. And this is my testimony.